Welcome back, guys. It's Priets coming back to the brand new Binding of Isaac video. Today we are back with the in streak, going for win number 328 in a row. So without further ado, let's get right into the run, get some gaming going on after I turn my controller on, and see where this run takes us as in on hard mode. I hope you guys are all having a great old day. So today we start off with an extra heart of health, a pill bottle, nice, above average tier rate, below average damage. And let's see what happens here. So the seed is also going to be NGRKAR6E. And I am recording this much earlier than I usually record. I'm actually recording this before I go to work today. The reason why is because today is the day that Hogwarts Legacy comes out. And so it is currently out right now. But my plan is I want to play it after I get off work. So that is currently the plan. I'm going to record this, that way I have as much time as possible to play it tonight, just because it's more fun that way. But I can't tell if my camera's slightly shifted. I don't even know. I might check this in a second. Okay, these spiders are annoying. I will say rooms with spiders are probably the worst rooms in the beginning of a run, but it's not unless it has like with the spiders that spawn other spiders. Like starting with like 2.5 damage and like going to a room with a bunch of spiders is the absolute worst. We'll use this once. We use this once, and I think we take this book with us. It does make it so we can like find find out where the secret room is and all that kind of stuff, which is very helpful. Also, I'm gonna check my camera real quick. My headphones are getting stuck. There we go. Well, I kind of shifted it. I don't know if that actually helped anything. Now it seems like my camera's not focusing that well. I don't even know. It's a whole thing. Okay, I looked away right as I entered this room for some reason, and I was like, wait a sec, I am in this room. I am fighting. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But yeah, I'm just recording this early. I'm pretty happy about finally recording this before work. I've been telling myself I need to start recording these before I go to work, and also just wake up earlier before I go to work, because it's not good that I leave for work at 3, and I usually wake up around 2. And that right there is not like the best thing ever, because as soon as I get to as soon as I'm done with work, it's like, oh, it's 9. My day's over. The thing is, for me, my day doesn't really end until like late into the night. But another thing is, like, I just do sleep forever. I went to sleep at around 2:33ish last night. Not 2:33, but 2:30 or 3 last night, and I woke up at like 12:30. So like I sleep for a long time. I sleep for a long time usually. Most nights I do sleep like 10 hours when I do sleep the full night. And so as soon as I don't get like that much sleep, I just am so tired for some reason. It's not even like I feel like I don't think I'm catching up on sleep right now. I feel like I'm just tired. Oh my, that's so stupid. I don't know why I didn't expect that. You know what? I'm about to do something dumb in a second. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know why. We've been getting Curse of the Tower like every single run. Not the best thing ever. But I've been thinking, after yesterday's video, I was just kind of thinking about, like, what do I want to do with, like, content? And, like, what could I do that is, like, kind of staying in this realm of, like, the realm of, like, Binding of Isaac, kind of, and still being able to, like, make higher quality videos that are, like, slightly bigger projects. And the thing that I've been thinking of right now is just making, like, not review videos exactly, but more like, I mean, kind of like review videos. But it's going to be like, it would be like review videos more in the style of, like, the Dead God video. To where, like, talking about how a game is, beating the game, and, like, maybe not full beating it, but, like, playing the game for, like, a reasonable amount of time, which just doing that would take me, I mean, it would take me a while. Each video would probably take me a couple weeks to do. It's not like I could do it super quick. But that had me thinking, like, oh, if it's going to take me that long to make videos, what do I do in the meantime? And one thing I could do is, I mean, I can always do eating streaks, right? The eating streak is fine. It's not something I need to stop doing. It is good, like, secondary content that, like, can just happen in the background. And one thing I've thought about in the past was making a second channel. But making a second channel is just not something that's, like, super good. I think that all it does is it makes you have to do more work. Like an example of it is BD1P. He made a second channel. His second channel is actually bigger than his first channel now. He put a lot of work into it and changed what he was doing, changed it to another niche, but like a much bigger niche. But he changed up what he was doing, which I commend him for. Like the fact that he actually did it, put the work in, and actually was able to grow the channel big enough proves that, one, you don't, like, anybody can do YouTube. Not because I'm not like, it's not like we got lucky to be where we are right now. It's because we put work in, and so as long as you put work in, you can get somewhere. Because just because he had played Isaac a bunch does not mean that anybody's going to go watch his second channel's content. For a long time, he made like a Kirby video, he made some other stuff that just didn't do well whatsoever. And then one day he started playing Lego Star Wars, and the first videos didn't do that well either. It was kind of like, it was kind of just this thing that he chose to do and stuck to and just kept putting work in, and it actually, like, it paid off very, very well. And that's just the name of the game. I mean, it's putting hard work in, and the fans, I mean, the way that the YouTube algorithm works is people who want to see those type of videos will probably see those videos eventually. I mean, and if you put like a good enough title, like as I said yesterday, everybody likes speedrunning. Everybody likes the videos of like, can I beat a game with these crazy restrictions on, such as like not jumping. Now, is it a video that's been done many times before in different games? Like, can you beat like blank game without jumping? Yes, they're like the most like famous version of that is the can you beat Hollow Knight without jumping, I think was what the game was. And that video got, I think, like 1 million views. So I'm taking, ooh, Dummy Boy's really good. I don't think that it's any less creative to make a video that somebody else has already made. I think that it is like, it is, you can't like claim it's an original idea. I feel like it's always necessary to like, not like in the specific video be like, oh, I made this video because I saw somebody else make a video similar to this, but I did it in a different game. Because that right there, that's a different video. That is 100% a different video. The video that I filmed with Kelvin that I still have not edited ever, that video is still an original video. You know, it's like naming every item in Binding of Isaac in 24 hours was literally just me watching a video called Naming Every Pokemon in 24 Hours. It was a really good video. The guy did it very well, and I like the idea. Now, I would never make a Naming Every Pokemon 24 hours, because guess what? I can name about 14 of them before I start messing their names up. I don't even know like half of like the Gen 5 through like whatever we're on now. I think we're in Gen 8. I don't know like Gen like 6, 7, and 8. I don't even know. The newer stuff, there's like horses that I don't know. There's ice cream cones. I don't even know. It's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. But I was thinking about like maybe making a second channel to where I put my Eden streaks on. The thing is, like, doing that is like, it would be rough. And the one thing that I do think that BD1P kind of did right was his second channel wasn't like his second channel. His first channel, this one that he did Isaac on, became his second channel, and that's how it always was as soon as he switched it up. He's like, okay, the channel that already has my streaks and all the Binding of Isaac content is now my second channel. I'm going to make another channel I'm going to grow. That's going to be my primary channel, which is kind of sick. I mean, it's kind of dumb if you have a decent audience who's watching a video of a certain topic to be like, oh, you know what? I think the best idea right here is to just go off and like put all that content on a completely different channel where those people are not subscribed to and they don't get notifications for. Like, that's just not the best idea. Also, I'm going to go for angel deals, just so everybody knows. So, yeah, it would just be a little bit dumb to do that. And so I think he did it very, 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 very well. I think the way he did it is probably it's one of the routes to have the most, like, the hardest work to do, because he could have always just stopped doing the Isaac content and done that content as well. But the thing is, what he did was he made it so he had to put more work in, but it required less risk, because guess what? He now is maintaining his new second channel, which was his Binding of Isaac channel, which was already getting like consistent views on certain videos and doing pretty well. And he kept that as is, which continued getting consistent views for the most part. And then he just worked on the other channels. So guess what? He's always getting those views. He has that constant. If you ever had to fall back on something, he has something to fall back on. Like, but if you were to have just done a 180 and switched the content, kind of like Kelvin did, it, like, he couldn't have ever gone back. He could have just tanked his channel to the ground. And that's the risk that Kelvin took. But he made content that was good enough to where he didn't have to have those risks, actually. And so it's just just me thinking about what I could do. I mean, it's always going to be a what can I do? What if I did this? What if I did that? The main thing is I just have to do something. So it's all interesting. It's all just a conundrum, but I do like the idea of just making like game review videos. And the thing is, I don't really like the idea of like, I don't like calling it like just doing game reviews, because I mean that is for the most part what I kind of want to do. I don't know if it's a good idea, because like who really cares about game reviews? But I've had this concept for like a while about what I could do, and I feel like it could go well. I mean, just making stuff like, I can just say the plans straight up. I'm always like, ooh, I don't want to say my plans because somebody might steal it. Why would anybody steal my plans? But if you guys know, I have the video called The Ultimate Guide to the Binding of Isaac. My most popular video, not really by far, but it's my most popular video on my channel, because it is a pretty big video. Put a lot of work into it, put a lot of effort into it. It's the best edited video I've ever done. I feel like I did very, very well on it, and it shows. I feel like it shows. If you watch that video and then you watch my 1,000,000% video, you will see how much difference there is. Even if you just watch my 1,000,000%, then my Dead God video, then you watch that Ultimate Guide video, it's a completely different editor. It's like it's completely different, like not mindset, but I got a lot of new skills through editing from the 1,000,000% video to the Dead God video to that video. But I kind of want to make just want to make videos that are like the ultimate review. I just like the word ultimate because it's a good clickbaity word. But like the ultimate review of Hogwarts Legacy, the ultimate review of like Backpack Hero, the ultimate review like of just all these different games, and then just doing one after the other, and just having just a bunch of different reviews for games, because that way, if I want to, if that video does well, I can create like a little series and then like just play that game every once in a while. Now, if another one does well, I can make a little series and do like those videos every once in a while, and I can just like accumulate like different like people to watch my videos. And the thing about review videos is you don't have to know about a game to watch them. Like the Ultimate Guide to the Binding of Isaac, the reason why that I thought was going to be such a good video, and the reason why I wanted to make it so much, is because it's a video that people who don't know anything about Isaac will watch. Why? Because it's a guide video. It is something that will help people who have never played the game. Now, did I get a lot of like negative comments about that video? I did, and it some of them make sense, but like people are like, this video didn't help me at all. Of course it didn't. I did like I tried to make a video that was completely different from like Slay XQC. What's his Slay XC? That's his name, right? Just Slay XC. We always just call him Slay. That I know who Slay is. I know who Slay is. That's not the issue. It's like I can't remember what the letters are. We just call him Slay usually. But his videos were very much catered to like the stats nerds, you know, and not in a derogatory way. But there's people who care about the stats in the game, and they want to know all the very specifics. If a new player watches those videos, what are they going to get from that? Nothing. They're not going to get any new information from that. And so, I'm taking this. Ooh, pointy shit rib. I was going to say pointy shiv. I think it's bone shiv. Pointy shib. I felt like if I can make a video that really, I'm going to use the word dumbs down Isaac, it can help people who are completely new. Because there's so many mechanics that are just second nature to people who play Isaac. The people who already know all the data, they already know how devil deals work. They already know how all those work. They already know how the floor system works and progression system. Nobody ever talks about that. They don't talk about how you can get to the point where you can just play the game like I'm playing it right now, where I have 100% achievements and I can just do whatever I want and have the most fun. Because in my opinion, the game really starts whenever you get 100% in the Binding of Isaac. Now, is the journey to get to this point really fun and amazing? Yes, it's a great game. Everybody loves this game for a reason. It's wonderful. But also, I have day gods. But like, there wasn't that many videos out there that really broke it down like that. And I was like, if I make this video, nobody's making this video right now, because if somebody hasn't made it yet, I want to make it. And so I'm not the best person at explaining things. I will say. I feel like I've gotten better, but it's just I knew it would do well. And so I kind of just want to try to make videos that will cater to people who don't necessarily play a certain game, but if somebody's interested, like, oh, maybe I want to play like Hogwarts Legacy, maybe if I want to play Backpack King, maybe if I want to play like, I'm trying to think of any other game, like Vampire Survivor. I know lots of these games are really big already. I'm just trying to name any game that I can think of, but a lot of like the roguelikes. I was just thinking I could make this about a lot of roguelike games that because every roguelike I see that's popular, I usually buy. So I have Backpack King. I can actually look real quick. I'm pausing this for a second. So I have Arcvale, Atomic Crops, Backpack King, Beat Blast, Celeste, Call of the Lamb. I mean, that's not really one. Dead Cells, Dicey Dungeon, Dome Keeper, Enter the Gungeon. Let's see, Gunfire, Reborn, Hades, Inscription, kind of is one. Noida, Peglin. What else? Power of 10. Rain World is one that people have been telling me to play. That's not a roguelike, but that's still a fun game, it sounds like. Rogue Tower, Risk of Rain, Ship of Fools. I beat Ship of Fools. Ship of Fools is great. Shotgun King is kind of a roguelike. Slay the Spire, SNKR, Sneaker X, whatever it's called. Soulstone Survivors, Spelunky 2. Temp Zero is a game that some French developer, he reached out to me in my DMs like, hey, can you play this? But it was whenever I wasn't actually making videos. I never actually played it. I just downloaded it because he gave me the code, and I was going to try it out and make a video, but I never did. Vampire Survivors, and yeah, I mean, like, I have a lot. I mean, I have a crazy amount of roguelike games because I do enjoy roguelike games. I like playing new ones, and it's fun. And so I have a lot of those videos that a lot of them I can make videos on, but the only issue is it the best idea for me to make these big review videos on very small games? And I would say no, but yes. It's kind of like a weird situation where I feel like the best way to play these smaller games is by making pretty big videos about them and really like showing people the beginning process of the game, getting into it, showing them like how the like story kind of works without spoiling it too much, and then showing like the payoff in the end of like once you get good, like how fun it can be. Because like with Binding of Isaac, if you show somebody just you hopping into the game, like in the very beginning, it is brutal. I had a friend play it with me for like 2 hours because he wanted to play. Maybe not 2 hours. But we would hop into a game and he would just die. Like immediately. Everything he was just doing, he just kept dying and dying and dying. And I mean, that's just how Isaac works. Isaac is a very hard game. And like people who play it a lot make it look a lot easier. Why? Because we know how the game works. We know how every enemy moves. We know how every enemy shoots. We know how every boss works. Like we're just used to the game so we can play it really well. And so it's just fun like seeing people like play it kind of decently. I know it takes a lot more time to play a game really well, but just to be able to like show off some of the games that maybe a lot of people have heard about but never actually played, but also doing it for a lot, like making those videos for a lot bigger games. Like there's a game coming out February 10th called, I don't know, it's like a Monster Hunter competitor game, like not a competitor, but like it's a competitor for the Monster Hunter games. And it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty fun. And so I was just like, I was thinking it'd be fun, but like just every time like a big new game came out, just making those type of videos. Because if you make a big video about these big popular titles, it is going to do well. Now, for these bigger videos, are there a lot of reviews already about it? I mean, yes, that is one of the big issues about it. Oh my gosh, I don't have a bomb. Okay, you are actually a G for that because you didn't actually attack me in like any useful way for you. Okay, Pointy Rib is actually going great. Okay, maybe I'm kind of starting to understand this guy after years of playing this game, but not actual years. I'll take you first. Full health is fine. Drowsy is fine. Health up is cool. You know what? I might as well use the full health just to get that heart. I know it's kind of a waste, but I don't really care too much. I will also go to the item room to get the knife piece just in case I do decide to go to Mother. But yeah, I feel like that's one of the thoughts I've had. The thing is, like, I understand that those videos are they could either do really well or also could just flop. I mean, that's one of the possibilities. Like, if I put a lot of work into it, I feel like they could all do pretty well. The thing is, trying to do like a 180 on a channel is very, very risky and like very, very stressful. Like when Calvin did it and he was talking to me, he like, I mean, his videos weren't performing well. Like at first, they really weren't. But then one day, like his PETA videos started catching the algorithm a little bit, and guess what? He just ran with it, and it did amazing. Like you see where he is now. He's there for a reason. And so as soon as that happened, it went well. But he was stressing. He was like, I don't know how much. I feel like he probably doesn't care if I talk too much about this, but when we were talking about it, we were both like just stressing out about like, dang, can we actually do this YouTube thing for a long time? Because Calvin was stuck at like 30,000 subscribers for a while. he was in a rough spot where he got 30,000 subscribers, but he wasn't really seeing much growth because he didn't really make a lot of, like, especially with Binding of Isaac, he didn't make a lot of bigger videos dealing with it. Why? Because there's not really, like, making bigger videos with Isaac is just a weird thing to do. It's not like the most, I don't know, it's just not, I feel like it's not the smartest thing to do. Have I seen success doing it? Yes. Does that mean it's a good thing to do? Not really. But, oh, thank you. That's actually sick. But then whenever he started actually putting a lot of work into it, because Calvin's a really good editor. I mean, he's really good at, like, making ideas and, like, making good videos. He's very good at it because he was a film major at one point. I think that's what he was. And so he has a really good eye, like a really good creative mind. And so he always had the creative mind, but he never really, like, did much with it. I mean, okay, well, that's unfortunate. I want to go to mines. I'm pretty good not to go to mines, though. But now that he's actually, like, using his creative mind and, like, making all these videos, like, he's doing super well. But, like, he had this point where he was actually actively losing subscribers whenever he stopped doing Isaac content. He'd do Isaac content, like, once every, like, couple weeks, maybe. And it'd be, like, a much shorter video. And it was, like, it was a little bit of the higher edited videos. He actually did do some. I kind of forgot about, like, the history of, like, Eden, the history of all this. And, like, he made those videos that did okay. But, like, the issue with video game, like, lore videos is, I don't know, they don't always do amazingly. Like, they're kind of just a little bit weird. Like, some people, you've seen some, like, lore videos that do really, really well, but, like, such a niche thing about, like, the history of a certain person, it gets a little rough. Oh my gosh. Frat Fruitcake is different, like, tier, like, I could just get Trisagon. That's crazy. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I know that if I do just decide to, like, switch up my content, it's either I switch up my content and stop making Eat and Streak videos, which would make me have this period of losing subscribers probably, and I mean, yeah, probably just I'd be losing subscribers actively, and maybe I would get them back if people enjoyed my, like, the new content. But then what could also happen is I lose subscribers, I keep losing subscribers, and people don't exactly enjoy the new content, which, I mean, it's just a risk. I mean, it's something that you should expect whenever you take risks. I mean, there are going to be risks when you take risks. That sounds dumb, but that is the hard truth. And so it's just what I'm trying to think of, because I want to make sure that if I'm going to take a big leap like that, I want to make sure that I'm doing something that is actually going to have the highest chance for success. Like, because the issue is with game reviews is if somebody doesn't care about a game, they will not watch the video, you know? And I did talk about this yesterday about the reason why people watch my videos, like, the Eat and Streaks are a little bit different because it's people who actually like my stuff, but the reason why people watch my Ultimate Guide to Binding of Isaac is not because of me. The reason why people watched my Getting Dead God was not because of me. Like, oh my gosh, that was scary. Like, the reason why people watched all my content was because of the topic that I did it on. Oh my gosh, get away from me, please. And a lot of people in the comments, you guys have been great, like, being like, I watch it because I love your commentary, love all that. And I get that. I know for, like, especially the Eat and Streak is a type of content where the only people who are going to watch it are the people who actually enjoy watching me for me. And that's, nobody else would really watch these. Like, some people will click on Eat and Streaks if they're cool enough or, like, crazy enough just to watch it because of, like, the idea. But a lot of them, it's like, it's hard for somebody to click on an Eat and Streak just because of the title. So, I mean, it depends. There are some Eat and Streaks that will do really well because of the title. And same thing with, like, just my old, like, edited videos. They're just streams edited down very, very quickly. Those videos were, like, 10 minutes long and performed actually pretty well. I probably should have kept doing those, but they performed pretty well. Ooh, wait, oh, I don't have a bomb. This is some BS. So did they change it to where now I have, like, this item gives you, like, an ink shot as well? I don't even know. Thanks for the heart, but it's useless. But some of those videos didn't do well. And I expected it. Those videos I didn't put a lot of, like, work into because they were just, like, edited content that were shorter form factor where people could click on them if it was a cool idea, and they were my crazier runs. It was kind of like going to, like, the the Levenkus and all of those type of approach where you edit down your best runs and they're the most hype, so people might want to watch them. But like, I didn't put a lot of work into them because those aren't the type of videos I really wanted to make. I just knew those were the videos that if I made, they could do decently. And one of my biggest videos is the luckiest run in the history of Isaac, is what I called it, which is a pat on my own back. That's a crazy title that I didn't really think much of it when I made it. But that video has like 160,000 views or something, and that's just a 10-minute video of just something I edited quickly. Now, is it poorly edited? I won't say it's poorly edited. Could have been edited better 100%. But when left to my own devices, I like, it was pretty much the most I would want to do with that. Now, if I could go back and if I knew that every single one of my edited videos was going to do great, I would have put a lot more effort into it. But like, just doing like edited gameplay, it's just weird in my opinion. I don't know. Ooh. Wow, all of that. The luckiest little mushroom like explosion ever, and it gave me a tier 8 down. I deserve more than that. But yeah, I don't know. I do really want to like switch up my content, and like a lot of it is just like I am so like, I'm gonna use the word, I'm so comfortable right now how I am, even though like my YouTube's not doing well exactly. Like it's not doing bad. I can't say my YouTube's doing poorly, but it's not doing like, it definitely can't say it's like doing great, because I get like a good video right now gets like less than 2,000 views. A normal video gets about 700 views, which is not good. It's not great. And so, but like I'm content with like just I'm making content, I'm doing something. It's not like my channel's not like stagnating I mean, it's stagnating, but like it's not like I just quit doing YouTube because I was too stressed out. I kept on going and doing stuff even though like I was stressed, but I'm just like content with just making this type of content right this second, because it's not stressful at all. All I do is, as I said yesterday, is I make the videos that I'm wanting to make, which take not much time at all, and then I don't really care how they perform. Now, do I want them to perform well? Yeah, of course. But like some of them are going to be better than others, because with Eating Streaks, it's hard. With Eating Streaks, I have no clue how well a video is going to do until I finish recording it and see what items I'm going to get. And even if it's a good like a crazy run, sometimes they don't do well. Some things are overplayed in the Binding of Isaac. So do I need anything else here? I don't think I do. I could go down to mines. No, I can't go down to mines. This is fine. How did I go down to so little bombs? But like, I'm just like, right now I can't fail. Like I can't, like, my videos can't flop right now. Like in my mind, they can't flop right now. Like, because they're always gonna do like kind of the same. They're not gonna do great, but they're never gonna be like, they're never just not gonna get views. I mean, they're always gonna get the views that I pretty much expect, which is what's nice about it. If they do better, then that's cool. The thing is, it's not conducive to growth. And so I'm thinking about, I feel like the review videos could be good. I'm just trying to think about like, it's hard to like try to figure out something that you can still do niche-ish content while still reaching a broad audience. Because reviews are something that anybody will watch. It doesn't matter if you're like the most knowledgeable person about a game or know nothing. If you know something about a game, you're like, ooh, I want to see what this person's opinion is because I love this game. If you don't know anything, you're like, ooh, I want to see what this person's opinion is because I've heard about this game, or maybe like seen the name before and I have no clue what it's about. It's all just a conundrum right this second. I know I've just been like droning on and on about this for the last 2 episodes now. It's just like, it's a nice area to just like talk what's on my mind. And it's also just an easy thing to talk about while I'm playing a run. It does mean that I'm not really talking about the run as much, which I've really not said much about what's been happening. I will say, health is crazy. That's about all we have for us right now. I can go to the boss arena. I can't go. That's not a boss arena room. How silly of me. But I'm very excited for Hogwarts Legacy. My plan is just to record it while I play it. Just get footage and just see what I can do. And I know it's like, if I edit the Hogwarts, if I actually do like the Hogwarts Legacy review video, before I do the Keelman video, it's going to be a little bit rough because I really should be doing the Keelman video because I have it all ready. That's the worst part about it. It's not like I have to do much other than just edit the content that I like, the clips and stuff I have, which is honestly like the easiest content ever. It could probably take me a good like 8 hours to edit the video and make it good. I think it could still do well, but we've also just been in such like an Isaac drought where like not lots of people have been watching Isaac. I mean, they have been. I don't even know. Soulheart Locket, you are crazy, and I love you. And look at that. Now our stats are actually just somewhere kind of meaningful. Oh my gosh. We're getting so many Little Horn effects. We don't have Little Horn, which is... I mean, I know why we keep on getting it. It's because of Fruitcake. But it's like... Little Horn's like the one that you see the most for some reason. Explosivo? I love Explosivo. I've not seen Explosivo in so long, actually. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I don't even see it when I go to like the death certificate room. Maybe it got canceled. I could imagine that. But yeah, I'm just trying to hype myself up so that I will like go into the editing process again with like a running start, and that I'll just have like the motivation to do stuff. I mean, that's the most important thing. It's just like motivation and being happy with what I'm doing. And so I want to make sure that the plan is something that I actually do want to do. That way I'm motivated to do it. So we'll see where things go, how things go, what things go, and hopefully it goes well. And I know that most of you guys who watch these videos will watch pretty much anything I do. And so I can always count on getting at least like 300 views on any video I do, because you guys like my content, which I really appreciate. All you guys, especially all the people who leave comments and like say nice things. I mean, it does make me feel better. I know that sometimes I'm very like, I look at my channel like a glass half empty kind of deal, where like there's always something left to desire, right? But the thing is, with YouTube, there's always going to be more I can achieve. Like, no matter what I do, there's always going to be more I can achieve. That's how every YouTuber is. It's not like, oh, I got 2 million subscribers, I've beat YouTube. No, I've got 2 million subscribers. Now it's time for me to go get 10 million. Oh, I got 10 million subscribers. Now it's time for me to go for that big old 100 million. Like, there's always like something bigger that you can go for. And so I know that like there's no reason for me to be like, oh, can I do this? No, it's like, it's more of a question of will I do this? And I appreciate everybody saying stuff and making sure that you guys keep my spirits high with all this kind of stuff, and I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. But you guys also all suck because you guys haven't gotten any of my videos to 1 million views. Also, speaking about that, Kilvin got his first video to 1 million views, which is crazy. Which it's one of those things that like getting a video to 1 million views, I'm going to say, listen to what I say after this. This is what's important. Doesn't mean much. But for like, and the reason why I say that is because it doesn't mean much for a random person to get 1 million views on a video. It really does. It doesn't mean much. Like, my friend got 3.5 million views on a T-Rex video, and that was because it just hit the algorithm, hit it really, really well, and just because of that, he was able to like get a bunch of views off of it because it was a cool topic that lots of people weren't talking about in the dinosaur media, and so like, getting like 1 million views is not impossible for just a random person to do. But for Calvin to have done that after like making videos that he enjoys and like really working hard is super, super sick. Like that, it's very meaningful for Calvin, you know what I mean? And so some people might go see a video, some random creator with like 30,000 subscribers, have like a video that has like millions of views. It happens. The reason why people get like TikTok famous is because random videos can hit an algorithm just really, really weirdly and just go crazy. Also, you are so stupid and useless. I want you to know that. I'm going to open both these up. Why did it seem like the pills weren't even there? But I think it's such a cool thing that like his video didn't like blow up. You know, it's not like a video that just overnight got 1 million views. Because my friend's dinosaur video, like in the matter of like a week, went from having no views to having like 1 million views, right? And that's a cool thing of just like, oh, you hit the algorithm blessed you, and like you got all those views. For Calvin, the video just was a very good video. I mean, he might not like it. Calvin sometimes doesn't like his own videos, but it's a very good video. Oh, Gimpy. It's actually super good. You know, Soul Heart left in there. Good. It's a really good video, and he put a lot of work into it and just steadily gained views until it got to 1 million. Like, that's so much more impressive than somebody just making a video and just overnight getting 1 million views. And like, each of them is very cool. Getting 1 million views on a video is getting 1 million views on a video. But like, the way that Calvin did it is insane. Also, I am going to take Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball is sick. Now, the only issue is I'm not going to get a planetarium most likely, which is unfortunate. Also, I'm not getting Soul of Isaac here. I was thinking about doing it, but I don't want to. One thing that's sick about Crystal Ball is it pretty much does what the effect that we just had. It reveals it, and also it can drop a Soul Heart card or rune, which is sick. And you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice. I have a lot of health, and I can get a Soul Heart pretty easily, so it's a good time to sacrifice. But I think the way that Calvin got the million views is just crazy. Just it's such a like, it's like the way I would like compare it to art probably is like somebody who just made a painting really quick one time and it turned out really good, and then everybody loved it and they sold it for $1 million. Like, that's cool. That's really cool. But a cooler story is the one where somebody spent years and years perfecting their craft of like painting and making art. What the heck? I'm losing so much health. Also, I need to be careful. I could just die right here. Now, will I? Probably not. But somebody who like takes years and years building up their name and building up like their skill in art, and then finally making a piece that finally sells for $1 million after years of work. That's a much cooler story. And that's a much more that kind of method has a lot more longevity. Because somebody who just gets 1 million views on a random video, guess what? They make another video right after that. That video is not even going to do super well. Now, sometimes there are people who literally like make a video, gets 1 million views. They make a second video, gets 1 million views. They make a third video, gets 2 million views, and they just run with it. And that's, I mean, that's pretty sick if people can do that. Like, I feel like I'm trying to think of examples of that. Can't really. Also, is that a full health? That is a full health. I'm gonna use all these pills. You know what? I'm gonna do this, and then I want to get AWAS to open up a trap door. AWAS. But like, it's a really cool way to like get it done, and it actually built like has a lot more like, it's a lot more meaningful and gets more longevity for him. Like, because now that he makes another video, like every video that he's made now is just getting more and more views, and like it's really cool. It's really cool. So my goal is to make videos that do well. Also, the soul hearts on the ground are gonna go absolutely bonkers. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You know what? Hurt me, please. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna pick up all these soul hearts because soul hearts give me stats, and I'm actually just gonna take as much damage as I can right here. And I know there's not that many soul hearts right here, but like I need extra soul heart room. I don't want to take damage later. Okay, I need to go take one more hit of damage somewhere. I can just go to the curse room, but I don't really want to go to the curse room. Also, is that a battery over there? That is a battery. I need to go get the Soul of Isaac again. There's a lot of things I need to do. So full health. Don't mind if I do, gamer. Also, I might be able to get Gimpy to drop me a soul heart right here. Okay, yeah. Bomb me. Thank you. And we can just get a bunch of soul heart health right now. And so our stats are pretty crazy now. Yeah, but that's just kind of like what my like train of thought is right now. I know that was kind of all over the place, and so like you might not even understand. Like at the end of that, you're like, what are you even doing? I'm still confused. I'm also still confused. No clue. But no matter what, I'm excited for what the future can bring, even if it means that I just make some videos, they don't do super well, and I just go back to school, go get a real job, and have a great time doing it. No matter what, it's gonna be a great time, and that's how I view all of it. Also, I could have just taken the damage right here. I forgot that we could go to Mausoleum still. I was like, dang, we're stuck in depths forever. Yeah, let's go down here. I'm kind of sad we didn't get like an angel deal right there or anything. I really wanted one. But here we go. We get full mapping. We also get a soul heart off the bat. I'm not going to go to the dice room right now because I don't really need to. There we go. And did they take damage on those spikes? Kind of looked like they weren't taking damage, weirdly enough. It's gonna be sick. But for now, it's Binding of Isaac time. Oh, another game I had is Lucky Landlord. I didn't say that. It's another fun one. But oh, what I was also trying to say, the reason I brought up the second channel thing and like all of that is because while I'm making these like different videos, like if I start making these videos, I can start posting like let's plays of them kind of like every once in a while, kind of like how I post the Eating Streaks, just posting like recording and posting videos of me playing it every once in a while. It can be fun. It can be pretty good. And so that's just the idea right now. If I really wanted filler content, I can get filler content. So this could go well. This could go terribly, terribly wrong. It really could. But no matter what, I'm just going to make sure I find something to put my mind to. So what is that? How have I not gotten this pill yet? Also, can you please hurt me? Oh my gosh. We can't actually get hurt right here. Hurt me, please. Please. More. Oh my gosh. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's a little bit too much damage. That's not what I was asking for. I'm just gonna take this. I know. Ooh, that's actually crazy. Never mind. That was perfect. I could have used Soul of Isaac right there. I want to wait for like an angel deal or something. And I know the chance of me getting one is not perfect, like really good, but I will get at least another deal on this run. Pretty much guaranteed. If I don't get another deal, that's kind of crazy. Also, damage is fine. If I take damage, I have a chance to spawn a soul heart, and I like that. My stats have increased a lot just because of soul hearts, which is sick. Okay, Perthrow is actually quite good. I'm about to take a dumb amount of damage right here. Yeah, I was down for the count for a second. There's not much I could do. If I get quarter right here, I do want to Perthrow it. Yeah. We Perthrow this just to see what else we can get, which moving box is quite awful, actually. I don't know. I should have expected that. What I am going to do is just use... I forgot I had Keeper's Kin. What the heck? I'm going to use as much money as I can on the little Eden beggar dude. Just to see if I can get like a battery upgrade. Or just to get a bunch of charges on this so I can get a bunch of like cards and stuff. Just look at this. I can get a bunch of solar health and just get a bunch of free stats. Also, I just need to keep using this. I forgot that I have to actually use the item to get stuff. This is kind of a dumb play. Maybe. But who cares? Not me. Oh, Golden Heart. Kind of sick. Pop this. Okay, and look at what we do here. We pop you. We take damage, right? Oh, that did just kill that guy. Take damage. Take damage. Take damage and grab this black heart. And yes, this is like the worst way for me to be doing this since I have Curse of the Tower. I like it. And I think I lost enough health at this point where I can do this. I really made that hard for myself. I realize that now. Lover's card, I can just pop that. And you give me a black heart, which I'll take happily. Get me out of here. Oh, look at that. I think that was a very good use of our time. And I might go back and... I probably will go back and look in the dice room after this. I just didn't feel like there's a need to right this second. And that was sick. What in the world? I liked that. You know what? I'm just going to pop this again. See what I get. The Emperor card's not terrible. Emperor card's actually kind of cool. Emperor card's not good. If I want to use Soul of Isaac, I need to keep this with me. But I could still get a deal on this floor, even though it's not a high chance. Every time I don't take the item that I need to take with me, I get got because of it. Okay. Let's get this going. Some kid at work yesterday that I was talking to, so I mean, whenever people ask me like what I'm doing right now, I always like explain how I'm like not in school right now. I'm working at the Mathnasium. They're like, is this all you do full time? Like, I mean, no, I also do YouTube on top of that. I mean, that is a true fact. That is something else I do. I'm using Soul of Isaac here. Oh my gosh, these are both terribly bad. I'll take Soul of Isaac though, or not Soul of Isaac. I'll take Mom's Knife. I'll also take you. What in the world? Oh, I got like the sulfuric tear effect. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I was telling some kid, and I was talking about how like my friend Keelvin he's like, I'm like, my friend Keelvin is like doing really well. Just kind of like talking. I like talking about my friends because I try to gain clout from them. Not actually, but he's like, you should have him like shout out your channel. I'm like, that's not how it works. Because like it's weird because as soon as like I started like doing well on YouTube, I did have like some friends and like some people who were like, ooh, you should like shout me out. You should like do this. And like, if that is how it works, then everybody would be big on YouTube because like it would be so easy. So easy just to gain a bunch of subscribers. That thing is like, whenever Mr. Beast made a channel for his younger brother and his younger brother like used it, he did like he got like 100,000 subscribers, but like his channel immediately fell off. Was it also because his brother didn't put work in and all that? Yeah, he didn't like run with what he had. But like that's a different example of Mr. Beast shouting out a channel and like Calvin, who has 100,000 subscribers, shouting out my channel. Like the only reason I'd ever want somebody to like quote unquote shout out my channel is because we did a collaboration of some sort. Like, because that's not even shouting out to the channel, that's just us doing a collaboration. If people like how the video went, and that's sick. Also, you took the item I wanted to reroll. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune? You know what? Let's do it. I kind of want to get some pretty flies. Hey, look, I got a pretty fly. Let's go. These machines can give you pretty flies, but I've never really understood. It is cool, though. $1 bill? For me? So I'm going to do something dumb. I know. Very stupid of me. I'm taking it. I'm taking it and running. But yeah, it's just like, whenever I had like 10,000 subscribers, I'm like, if I shout you out, 1%, not even 1%, less than 1% of the people that I shout out will even click on your channel and go check it out, probably. And like, irregardless of that, like, of those like less than 1%, like less than 1% of those 1% are gonna actually subscribe. So you might gain like 4 subscribers because that's how it goes. So it's always just it's a weird thing. It's not like there's no like cheat codes with YouTube that really work. Like of course the biggest cheat code in YouTube is the Dream SMP. Anybody who gets in the Dream SMP has always just like gotten crazy popular for the most part. That's because it's a collaboration of a lot of really big YouTubers. And it's also, the Dream SMP is more than just like a Minecraft server, you know? So it's different. Oh my gosh, a holy card. If I've taken it right now, maybe not. I guess I'll go to the dice room first. I do want to go to the shop because I do have a crazy amount of money. Maybe it was always worth it to spend all my money. I don't know the last time I actually got the $1 bill. They don't really go for it too often. I will wait to reroll everything. That right there, the 3-pip dice room is a global D20. The one I got on the last floor is the 2-pip, which is a just for that specific room you're in, a D20. And they are different. Yes. Okay, we do this. Nice. And do I just want to... I can get all my charges by just going in this room. That's all I do. Also, WBuddy is just insane. Whenever they made him better, like, he's just so good. I just always thought he was really bad. I don't remember how bad he was before the update. I just never took him. For me, it's always just this thing of, like, oh, I just don't know what an item does, therefore I don't like it. It doesn't even matter if an item's good. So I didn't even like WBuddy for a while. And back when I first started playing, it's like chocolate milk. I'm like, this is too hard to use. I don't like it. Even though it gave you a 400% damage at full charge. Like, no, I don't want it. This is bad. This sucks. When in reality, it's quite good. I'm going to take How to Jump. I know it's kind of a weird item to take, but it gives me Bookworm. I'm sorry, Holy Mantle. I don't need you anymore. Oh my gosh. Damage me, please. It's just free stats. Look at that. That's crazy. But getting Bookworm is just a better idea than taking a random item. Marked also would have been kind of whack, I guess. And do I want 4.5 volts? Kind of useless. I can already go to Mega Satan, so I don't need you. That is a range up. I don't like range ups with Mom's Knife, but I don't know. I have money. I have resources. I'm just going to use my resources. I'm just going to donate a bunch of money. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But yeah, it's not, people think that YouTube is a lot simpler than it is. It like just streaming and like TikTok and all of that, like I don't think that I'm like a mastermind with it, but like I've learned a lot, because I mean I have been doing YouTube for a decent amount of time. There's a lot of people who know a lot more than me. I barely know anything, but like some people are just like, oh, if I stream Minecraft every single day, I will become a dream SMPer and be the most popular person in the entire universe. You know what? Maybe that'll work. Maybe that will work for some people, but like streaming is the worst way to try to grow on like ever for content creation. It's the hardest way to get noticed. And I forgot that I was on this floor. I'm actually gonna wait to take anything. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna do something kind of weird. I'm gonna take Guppy's hairball and I'm gonna take false PhD. Why? Because I can. And oh my gosh. Okay, let's see how much damage I can get from this. If I use this against the wall, I can just take a bunch of damage maybe. Okay, that was kind of crazy. So what happened right there is, since I had the golden pill as well as having false PhD, every single one of those effects is going to be bad. But what's cool about it is, even though every single one of those effects is bad, they all give me like a damage up or a black heart. And so no matter what, they were kind of worthwhile. Now, did my tier rate go down a decent amount because of it? Yes. Is that okay? I mean, yeah, it's fine. I can get that tier rate back at some point, but we'll just have to see. I'm going to go this way. This is a good path to take. And man, I need to hurry up a little bit. I do need to leave for work in approximately 15 minutes. I knew that I was going to record late. I don't think this is going to take 15 more minutes. Even if it does, I can leave a little bit late for work. It's fine. But yeah, I do really like YouTube. Whenever I was really like literally all in with it, I really enjoyed my time. Like every day it was like, dang, this video is doing well. This video is doing well. What are my new ideas? I would talk with my YouTube friends and be like, okay, what are we doing now? Like, what can we do? Like, always talking about ideas, always like creating in some aspect. It's cool. It's a really fun process. Like it's cool to think of ideas and get results repeatedly. It's also a little bit stressful. And I'm gonna go crazy with this guy. Just watch this. I'm gonna get nothing from it. Oh, the magnet's crazy. If I can get a devil deal on this one, that'd be wild. I know it doesn't actually increase anything, but GG. I'm gonna do one more. Why? Because I freaking can. Also, I can do this real quick. I have a lot of money. I just need to pay this guy out again. This is called free stats. A lesson on how to get free stats. Is it a little bit of a redundant, repetitive name? Yes. You know what? I'm going to do that. Hangman, not super useful. Justice card can be useful, especially when you give me that. I take you. I take you. I take some damage. I take you. Let's try to pay this guy out one more time, if you will be so kind. You won't. Oh my gosh, that worked out really well. Okay, we take both of these. Take these. Can you pay me out one more time? Thank you, my guy. And look at that. That right there is called stonks. And our tier rate is almost back to what it was. And should I go to the secret room? I probably should. I will say getting Mom's Knife is like never like a super exciting thing to get. I like Mom's Knife a lot, but I understand why people dislike it. It's one of the more boring items in the game, just because, oh my gosh. Like, you can't do much with it. Like, it does kill synergies. It does make it so, like, you can't have, like, a super exciting run that has some crazy combo. Like, you're gonna win. Like, with Mom's Knife, it's an easy item to win with. That's not the issue. No. Black Lotus is not what I was hoping for there. That could have been any item. And I would have been, not any item. There's a lot of items I would have been happy with, or would not have been happy with. Come out, Ghost Buddy. Oh my gosh, what did you draw me? A relax? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're going crazy, my man. And yes, this damage is all worth it. And I just realized that, yes, I actually do have a way to get in here. But look, now I got my health back. This is just free stonks. Justice is cool. It's going to give me a heart or something. Oh, give me that heart. That's actually really good. And look how much damage I have. It's wild. And I could go get, I might go get the hangman. I know I'm taking so much time on this run, but let me tell you, it's worth it. Every pill I grab is going to be awful. It's going to be the worst thing, the most terrible, vile thing ever. It's going to be sick. And I'm going to come back and get a credit card. Maybe. I might forget about it because that's what I do. I like to forget things. It's easier to forget sometimes. We'll take you. I know I kind of just all of a sudden just stopped talking about anything I was talking about. Oh my gosh, are these both range downs? I love that. I love having no range. This might sound facetious, seafish, whatever the word is. I actually really, really enjoy having like no range with mom's knife. It allows me to full charge and hold the charge a little bit more without having to like lose my knife forever. Because with mom's knife, if you tap, you can reshoot as soon as the knife gets back to you. If you long charge and shoot it, this whole time I'm moving, my knife's far away from me and it can't protect me against enemies that are up close. So like usually when you're using mom's knife, you want to just get close and be careful. With too much range and too much tear rate, you just shoot your knife across the entire screen and you're just like left with nothing. You're just left to die. Now if you're decent at the game, you might be able to do a little bit more. Oh my gosh. I know I'm like wasting my bombs doing this, but this is free stats. How free? Kind of free. I'm going to go get the credit card because I want to get all the items for free on Darkroom. And I don't go to Darkroom often, so I feel like this is pretty fun. And I might go try like planning on going to Mother or something tomorrow. I'm just going to do this. Do I need money? Not at all. I just don't want any health. Health is whack. And please give me the devil deal on this floor. If you give me the devil deal, I'm going to be the happiest camper in the entire universe. I've taken so much damage for you, game. And what is this? Thank you. I don't really need money, but money's cool. Nice. And having range on the knife can be nice, because sometimes if you don't have that much range, you can't do much, but... No devil deal. That's sad. Let's say that's fad. Okay. Man, another thing that's crazy is if you guys have seen recent like pictures of Post Malone's looking really good. A little too good if you ask me. He looks great. He seems to be doing a lot better. Whenever I first saw Post Malone, like back in high school, I just immediately was like, I don't like this guy. It kind of looked like, I don't know. He was just weird. But then like after like I watched like a podcast with him on like the H3H3 podcast, I'm like, okay, he's actually pretty cool. And like listening to his music, I'm like, okay, I really like his music. All I had heard was White Iverson. And like, I don't know, the White Iverson song, it's good, but like it always seemed like he was trying to be something that he was not. But he's just a super cool, nice guy. From what I can tell, from like, you know, from a very parasocial point of view, he seems like a sick dude. That could just not be true. He could be the worst, most vile human ever, but I don't think he is. I have faith. Good. Thank you. And now we come here. I'm done with this floor 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4. That's a little too late. That's fine. Watch this. I stay really close. You can't hit me. I take this. I know I said stay really close and immediately got far away, but I'm like, maybe you can't hit me. But there we go. Now we go up to Darkroom. And we get all of our free devil items. It's going to be sick and awesome. Okay, we take you, take you, take you, take you. And these are probably some of the worst items I probably could have gotten. I'll pop you. I might as well pop the credit card and take the items I want to take. This is kind of cool. Sulfur, I think Sulfur could be really good against like Mega Satan. If you guys don't know what Sulfur does with, or what Brimstone does with Mom's knife, it just makes you shoot at a bunch of knives. And it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. The only issue is Sulfur is only for a single room, so I'd rather just get Brimstone. Also, look at this. You might be like, why would you get Bad Trip ever? It's free. It's free stats for me. And oh my gosh, Kane's Other Eye. I didn't realize that we asked for literally the most useless items today. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oh my gosh, can I stop for a second and stop taking damage? Thank you. X-ray vision, hype. Did I go into the secret room yet? I've not. For what reason? I do not know. At least I have a high luck stat. That's pretty cool. And thank you for the reroll. I'm probably going to go crazy on this floor now. Watch this. I use this. I get to see... Oh. Wow. I feel like I did not mean to take Guppy's head. Oh my gosh. I'm throwing... Let's take this. Okay. So I'm going to take this with me. But like we now have... I want to say... Wait, what does Brimstone do with this? Oh my gosh. That's sick. Oh my gosh. We do so much damage. Mom's knife with the little babies is so fun because it's just little babies with these knives. They're just going like just stabbing people. But I think I might use I don't think I want to use Forget Me Now. This is what's rough is like using Forget Me Now. What that means is that I will not be able to take Sulfur with me, which kind of is not as fun. And guess what? I also won't be able to fight Mega Satan because you have to have both key because I don't have the key piece anymore. If you've noticed. Because as soon as you get to this floor, it uses up those key pieces and makes it so you just don't have them. Now you're stuck with either doing it on this floor right now, finding Mega Satan on this floor right now, or just rerunning this floor for like no reason. Now, could I get more items, which is pretty fun? I mean, yeah, it could. It could be really fun to do that, but is it worthwhile? I'm gonna say no. And do I want a full clear? I feel like I do want a full clear because I really want to get Guppy. Now, it's really easy for me to full clear because I have C-section, which I get C-section so often whenever I reroll on like the chest or darkroom floors. And oh my gosh, yes please. My luck is high enough to where like I'll fire a lot of these stupid babies. Nice. And having the random tier effects is pretty sick with this because all the babies can just have anything. You can just go crazy sometimes. And that was some crazy dodges. I myself am impressed. Okay, stop. Thank you. Now, I will use Brimstone whenever I go to Mega Satan just because it does you fire so many more babies that way, and each baby does a crazy amount of damage. Okay. I will full clear. I have a few more rooms to go to. I just want to go straight to the boss just to get her done. I have all the knives now. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's so much damage. Oh, wait a sec. I got to give this to you. I've not been giving my little guy all my goods. Don't want the Emperor card. That's not super useful. And I'll let you eat this. Just for me. One thing I wish they would do is I wish they would make it so where if you take multiple familiars, it just makes that one familiar stronger. Because, oh my gosh, I thought you were dead. Because when you get like, especially when you get two Dark Bum, you just get two of them and they both have their independent like payouts. And which is not good because you have to, sometimes they just each pick up their own hearts randomly and you're like, oh, don't know who's picking up what. You don't know which is which. Just a rough time. I mean, I could avoid by not picking up two ever, but it seems like it would be fun. It never is. Okay. Time for the Mega Satan. I feel like I could also probably do Delirium pretty easily if I wanted to. Also, I'm sorry if you guys get annoyed with me just talking about YouTube. I know some people find it interesting, but like, it's most of it's just a lot of false promises on my part. It's just like, ooh, I could do this. I may do this. And look how much damage we do. It's actually crazy. C-section is just the most broken item in this entire game. If I had money equals power, I would be both rich and powerful. Look how many, like, Brimstone just goes crazy. And you're already dead? That's wild. Okay, I want to do Delirium, please. No! I've not gotten Delirium for a couple days. The last time I got Delirium, I think I didn't go for it. I also didn't do Mega Satan yesterday. Was that yesterday? I think it was. But anyways, that right there is going to be win number 328 in a row. So if you guys did like that video, please leave a like, comment. So no, just leave a like. Just leave a like. I keep forgetting. I just need to say just leave a like. You guys are already subscribed. And I love you for that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, it's been Priets. Peace out.